200 is presented by Moon Guide. Plan your best hunt.
So this year, using the Hoyt VTM, I started off spring turkey hunt, was able to kill a great mature gobbler, and then it was on to Alberta, Canada with our teammate Clay, and me and Adam went up there and I was able to shoot my first bear.
That radical broadhead just ate a hole in him.
Alberta, take 'em outfitters. Shane's been with me all week.
Also getting that with the VTM and just, getting comfortable with that bow going into the 2023 deer season and having already 2 animals under my belt. So going into the 2023 deer season, I had one particular animal in mind. The deer has always been a great buck, mature deer, waiting for him to get to that magic age, and 7.5. And so he was the deer I had in mind. He's a huge mainframe 8-point, dark chocolate antlers, super heavy, tall rack, and I was able to find both of his matching sheds. After putting the tape on those 2 sheds, I knew that was going to be the deer I wanted to target in 2023. This deer was quite a bit bigger than what I thought he would be after finding both of his sheds and measuring them out. He's 177 inches even, given with a 16-inch spread. So I think he's 5.5, 6.5. Interested to see what he can do. G2's measuring out right at 14 inches. I mean, just mass, heavy deer. Excited to see what he's going to do for a potential target for 23. So we'll see what happens. And I took the double drop tine off that same property last year. Give you guys a look at him and see he's a 9.5-year-old buck. Double drop tines coming off this side. Just a magnificent animal. To get a chance to harvest and get it all on camera. Going into the 2023 season, knowing the deer that I had in mind that I wanted to kill, named the Joker, I'm putting out my Whitetail Institute 30-06 mineral. I'm getting that put out. I'm monitoring my Tacticam trail cameras, and the deer, as soon as he dropped his antlers, he just kind of went MIA. He went missing, and it was something very unusual for a mature buck like that to just totally up and move his range. And so, I really began researching the property, looking at aerial maps, and try to determine, hey, what's this deer doing? Is he doing something different at 7.5 years old? What changed? And I ended up locating him later on in the summer, late July, and this deer was just staying to a small core, about just 10-acre area in the middle of the farm that he was using. And then I started getting pictures of him frequently on the Tacticams. I mean, this deer at 7.5 years old has just blown up. Still super heavy, extremely tall, great G2s. I'm talking 16-inch G2s possibly on this deer, and he's gonna be sporting, a 180-inch rack as pretty much a mainframe 8-point. I was wanting to hunt where this deer was, and but try to stay out of his real core area, not push in too far. It's early October still. I don't want to bump this deer out of the area. And so I kind of started hunting from the outside in.
Here at Raw Frozen Scents, it's all about providing you with fresh, pure, undiluted deer urine that's just plain effective. Raw scents are collected fresh, then immediately frozen and shipped from the farm directly to your door in an insulated container. The natural product that smells like real deer, increasing your odds for success.
And they are going nuts because that smell is in the air.
Raw Frozen Scents were 53.2 times more effective when tested against the competition. It doesn't get any better or fresher than Raw Frozen Scents.
So, in this hunt for the Joker, I'm hunting this one particular area, and, I I had a great encounter with a young 4.5-year-old buck, an unbelievable buck, you know, and just, I know what I'm there for, I know what I'm waiting on, and a deer like that's gonna get the pass when you're hunting a deer like the Joker.
I had him come in on us earlier, but the lot was just a little bit of low lot, and I couldn't get much footage of him, so I'm glad I did just then. He's a great deer, but he's not the one we're after. You can't kill a 180-inch deer if you shoot a 160.
So here it is. I'm getting frequent videos and pictures of this deer on the Tacticam, and you know, I'm getting some daylight photos of him, but it's just, they're in between kind of, you know, I'm just a little bit behind him. So I'm trying to still not push in too tight, but then as big deer sometimes do, he just up and disappears out of the area. Began to start moving some stands around, hanging some lone wolves in some different areas, and I knew where I was going to catch this deer going from feed to bed. And he's still in that pattern right now, and sure enough, you know, I started getting pictures of him on the Tacticam moving through in the evening time, moving through this area right in front of one of my lone wolves. So, you know, over the past 6 years, you know, I dedicate a lot of my success to hunting around the moon god. You know, I was able to kill a record buck, 199 and 5/8 inch typical buck, you know, and planning to be there around the red moon, and, you know, just to add, you know, to several other mature bucks that I've killed. You know, I'm talking 7.5+ year-old bucks, and just strictly hunting around the red moon, planning my hunts, staying out until the time is right. And it's just continued year after year.
He is done. Red moon, November the 27th. The red moon, guys. It's not gonna get you the deer, but it's gonna tell you when you need to be there and where you need to be. The red moon tonight had this deer up on his feet. He was with a yearling, and he come in. I'm talking 4:30, here he came.
The proof is there. I can't stress enough how the impact on hunting, using the moon, its influence on daytime activity with mature bucks, and how important it is.
Hey guys, figured I'd do a little interview here. I just had a couple of young bucks come through, and then a 3-year-old buck, and they went on and went to my south here, but we got a red moon tonight, so you know what that means. I've had him on his feet moving through here in the daylight now, several different days, but we got some raw multi-buck urine and some common sent out, and with our wind pushing back over this way, hopefully it hits and kind of swirls around and gets him up on his feet and brings him right in here. So hopefully tonight's the night. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
So here we are, you know, my #1 target buck of the year, the Joker. He's standing there at 30, 35 yards, broadside. But, you know, the deer's on edge. There was a lot of coyotes in that area that day. He's fully alert, and it was a hard choice to make, but I made the choice not to take the shot. So when I get in that morning, it's a nice cool morning. It's November the 3rd. You know, we got the red moon on our side, and I catch a picture of the deer on another camera about 200 yards away, and I know he's moving my direction and he's coming back to bed. And so I had a younger buck that was in there you know, I'm sitting there paying attention to this younger buck, and all of a sudden I can just tell something's changing, his demeanor's changing. And next thing I know, I'll look and the joker's standing at 10 yards off of the base of the tree that I'm in. And I mean, it's too close for comfort at that time. So here we are, I just put an arrow in the joker and I got to watch him go down, not even 75 yards away. And it was just, you know, the excitement was just, I was on cloud nine.
Guys, we just drilled him. I'm gonna have the shot right here. I'm not gonna have it on this camera. I got another camera going right here, but he just come in so fast on me. I tried to punch it and I missed it. Gosh dang, I can't believe I didn't get it on the big camera, but guys, we drilled him. He went maybe 60, 70 yards, and shot looked great, complete pass through on him, double lung. Gonna have a cool angle right there, and this angle's at least gonna catch everything that happened right there. Let's go get him, guys. Oh, by the way, Red Moon, baby, does it again. A 7.5-year-old buck. I mean, what more do you need? Every single year, I'm taking mature bucks by the Red Moon. Don't know what to tell you guys. It's the proof. The proof is right out there laying on the ground. It does not get much better than an 8-point that looks like that. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. My gosh. Look at the mass on this, guys. Oh, man. Just a massive, massive buck. Bladed main beams, huge heavy G2s. I mean, this deer is a tank. Wow. I'm telling you, that radical broadhead and Black Eagle arrow just destroyed him. I mean, just a giant. November the 3rd, Red Moon, my 4th set of the year for this buck. I've had my eye on this deer for several years. I've never really went after him. He wasn't at the top of the hit list. Last year, he almost made the top. I have 2 years worth of sheds on him. Last year had him at 177, and I think he's gonna go higher than that this year, as pretty much just an 8-point. This deer is gonna go into the 80s. I mean, another Boone and Crockett buck right there, baby, on the Red Moon. I've been blessed. I've been blessed in the whitetail woods. Thank you, Lord, for letting me enjoy this and giving me the opportunities. Self-filming, but like I said, our over-the-shoulder shot, we should have a good picture of that. I couldn't be happier here, starting out in my home county, to have this buck down. I'm talking, what a hammer of a deer.
For nearly 3 decades, the Moon Guide has been the #1 tool for helping hunters predict daylight activity for big whitetails. If you're ready to experience results like this, download the Moon Guide app now that includes mapping, landowner data, and the deadly Red Moon calendar. Stack the deck in your favor and download the Moon Guide app today. Hunt smarter, not harder.
3 giant whitetails, including my 5th 200-inch deer, all last year on the Red Moon. Plan your best hunts with Moon Guide.
I couldn't be happier. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope we get another one down for you guys soon. God bless.
So here I am, I've killed the joker. I have another tag in my hand. I have another county I'm gonna be hunting. I'm after this clean typical 6x6 buck, super mature. And next thing you know, the deer he vanishes. I don't know where he's at. I'm not getting pictures of him anymore. And I end up getting a new property that's about 4 miles away, and lo and behold, down that creek system, I picked pictures up of him within 24 hours of putting out the Tacticam, and here he is. I've located him.
I think I'm honestly in his core area now, is where I think I'm at. But this is not a very large property. It's kind of small. The way it's set up, though, it works out pretty good because we got a big creek right here, and then we got some housing back over this way, and it funnels those deer down through here. So
I slip in there that evening, you know, clear skies and cold day, high pressure, and I watch some does funnel through. They're coming through this area, and next thing you know, I look and I catch a glimpse of just a big buck barreling down the backside of this creek, and I look, and it's a totally different buck, but it's a shooter and he's moving my way.
I've never seen this buck before, but he was slightly quartered too. And the shot may be just a touch back. I think he just ended up walking and bedding down just right there.
Based off the deer's reactions after the shot and watching him walk off, I elected, hey, I'm gonna let it get completely dark, I'm gonna back out, and this deer, he won't be far when I come back in the morning.
Hey guys, here we are. It's the morning of November the 27th, and I shot a buck in here last night. We're right at 15 hours or so since I shot him, so hopefully he's in his first bed.
Yeah. There he is, right there. He's right there across the creek, right there. Check him out. Surprise buck. Never seen this buck before. Usually I have some history with them or something, and so it's pretty cool to just have a buck that you've never seen before show up and get an opportunity at him.
I look, and sure enough, where the camera was placed, I got a second angle, some video footage from the Tacticam of the arrow going through this buck.
Thanks for coming with me this morning. And last night we talked about it, and he said, hey, we can go back in at midnight or we can wait, and decided to wait. And man, it worked out perfect. He said, I don't think he'll be far. And he was right. He wasn't that far at all. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
There you go.
So yeah, awesome.
Double throat pat.
Yeah.